What's up, everybody? This is Around the Boards. This is episode 17 coming to you. But first, I want to apologize for not having an episode for you guys last week. Had a little bit of a family emergency had to take care of, and everybody's better now. So I wanted to first apologize for not having that for you guys last week, and we couldn't do that for you. So with that said, now it is nighttime. And I'm going to talk about night like day and night. I'm talking about night like the Vegas Golden Knights. And we got our friend Ken joining us from Sinbin Vegas to talk everything VGK. So you know what? Let's get into it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Around the board.
What's up, everybody? This is Around the Boards special episode here for you guys. I'm joined here with my good friends Rob and Dylan, as always. Dunk isn't ready yet, but Rob's right here. So, Rob, say hello.
And Jeff's in the background.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hi, yeah. Okay. So, anyways, and now also joining us on this episode is Ken. Ken, say hello.
What's up, boys?
Nothing much. So real quick, Ken, just tell us a little bit about what you do and hockey related wise.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Captain. I'm also an addict.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, am I in the wrong place?
Yeah, wrong caller.
Oh, that was last week. Sorry. Oh no, I created a website called Sinbin.Vegas. We cover the Golden Knights. We started in August of 2015, well before they actually had a team. I literally woke up in the middle of the night and I realized, oh shit, what I'm doing now is not going to get me into all these games for free. So I better figure out a different way to go about my life. So I created the website. I wound up, spending quite a bit of time on it, and now here we are, and they're the best team in the Western Conference, and I look like a genius now.
The smartest man in the room, probably, for sure.
Yeah, nailed it.
That's a long sit-out plan that you had that worked out.
Well, I wasn't planning on the winning part. I thought they were going to be garbage for the next 5 years, but hey, we'll take it.
All right.
So after the I'm going to jump right into it. After the expansion draft, after you saw the type of players they got, what was your initial reaction?
Worst team in hockey.
I think a lot of people had that thought.
Do you realize?
Yeah, I mean, I just look. Well, I get it. Yeah, okay, Arizona exists. I mean, honestly, if you look at the talent before the season started, of course, Fleury's Fleury, and I thought that he's going to probably steal some games. But look at the defense; like they didn't have a single player who was anything going into the season. Like I don't even know that they had a player that played more than about 15 minutes a game on average. Like Lucas Spiza was the guy we're like, oh man, if Lucas Spiza can be just somewhat not awful, they might not be as awful. Like I look at it and I still don't understand on that end. I mean, I get it a little more. Marchessault's dominating, Carlson's dominating, Tuck's way better than we thought. Offensively, I get it. Like Perron and Neal and their thing. Hall is a good player. I get it. Defensively, it still blows my mind that the holy triumvirate of Nate Schmidt, Shea Theodore, and Derek Englund are keeping teams out of the goal. I don't know. I don't get it, but I'll back up now.
Yeah, I have no idea how that defense is holding up. Well, at the beginning of the season, I was like, okay, they're going to lose a lot of games, like 3-2 probably. I'm going to say they're going to be close, and they're just not going to get the offense going and stuff like that. And Fleury's going to make a lot of big saves. But before the season, I was like, why would they even pick Derek Englund? That guy is straight garbage. That was my honest opinion of him. I was like, that guy's big and ugly.
I was concerned because he's from Vegas,
quote unquote.
So the thought was, yeah, I mean, he's lived here for like 15 years. That's more from Vegas than anybody who's actually from Vegas. There's like 9 people that were born here, and they're all freaking weird. So,
hey, I was born here.
Let's be honest. Yeah, you're weird.
Thanks.
You know it. You're weird. You know it, but that's fine. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you're weird. That's fine. but I just thought the thing I didn't like about it was that they did it in the expansion draft. Like it's a waste. They could have done it after the expansion draft. I don't. Yeah, who did Calgary? What do you fucking do? But still, it was an opportunity to not waste a pick, and they just made the decision to waste the pick. I didn't particularly like that. I still don't like that. I still think they could have had someone.
Who is that someone that you would
imagine how good they would have been? Oh my God, I have no idea. It's some garbage player off the Flames. I don't.
Some other
I could probably
AHL
pull it up and. Yeah, exactly. Like, man, he and the player X and Brendan Peary would be dominating so much for the Chicago Wolves, and the Golden Knights would be better for it. This is my brain. It's good.
But lo and behold, you had William Karlsson in your back pocket the whole time that you never even expected.
Well, little did we know that this man could shoot 25%, and actually made an article claiming that I think he's actually going to keep it up. And I think he's going to lead the league in shooting percentage by the end of the year. The guy is just – I don't really understand how those three mesh so quick together. I thought that was going to be one of the big problems, was that every single team has a bundle of players that have played together over and over and over again, and that there's going to be lines that are just going to be able to do things that the Golden Knights are not. There's going to be a lot of unforced errors for the Golden Knights and things of that sort. It didn't happen. Like, maybe for the first period of the first game, it was a little sloppy. From there on, they've basically been on the same page, and I mean, that's, to me, a credit to the coach. He's been as good as it gets, and I think as of all the things that they were to acquire, after you look at the general manager and the assistant general manager, the most important piece is the coach.
Yeah, and I think it's still a surprise that Florida actually let Gallant go after 20 games into the season a couple years ago. Especially because he took that team and led them to a pretty good record.
There's got to be some people in Florida waking up in the middle of the night with just nightmares about what's going to go on. The head coach, Marchessault's got 20 goals. Smith's going to have 20 goals. They got all sorts of scouting staff lined up. From what I was told, there are 9 former Panthers in the Knights organization, and that cannot sit well with the Panthers.
Especially how good the Panthers were doing just a couple of years ago, where they were the surprise team, the young surprise team, and now that's exactly what Vegas is. So
exactly,
kind of goes hand in hand, I guess. Somebody in the higher ups made a mistake down there in Florida, where Dunk now resides. I think Dunk is finally with us.
Hey,
yep, there he is.
So
me.
So Ken, were you a hockey fan before the Knights came to Vegas? Was there a different team you liked previously, or did you just happen to be like,
there was no team? Yeah, there was no team I actually liked. I grew up in Chicago, and is anyone in here from Chicago?
No. Nope.
Okay, good. So get the shit on Chicago and not get yelled at.
Fuck the Blackhawks.
Correct. Nobody from Chicago actually liked the Blackhawks when I grew up there. I was born in 1988. I left in 2006. I knew 3 Chicago Blackhawk fans in the 18 years I lived in Chicago. Then I moved, they won 3 cups, and now my mom's a hard Chicago Blackhawks fan, and I get angry when I talk to her about it. That's different.
We're not your therapist, Ken. Sorry.
Shut up, you. Interesting. I thought that's what this was.
I guess
I will not send the check when this is over. But so no, I wasn't really a fan of any team. I've always liked the sport. I always have really enjoyed the playoffs. I went to school in Missouri, and I thought, maybe I'll pick up the Blues. And then I met a few Blues fans, and I not pick up the Blues because they might be worse than Chicago fans. But I kind of knew that eventually I'll find some team that I'll probably gravitate to, whether it's a player or something. When I moved to Vegas, I've always been in love with Vegas. I classic Vegas because I'm
Oh, you're actually cutting in and out there.
Yeah, I have no idea what you just said. But it's down
to the last 5 words.
I moved to Vegas because I'm a gambling addict. Is that
Oh,
the part
okay.
you
Oh, yeah.
missed?
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then that, well, I think that I love everything that has to do with Vegas. So now I'm a fan of them.
That's
It
cool.
just so happens that you just so happen to be finally a fan of the best team in the Western Conference. What a coincidence that is.
I feel like that was my doing.
Oh, okay. Oh. So you're a fan of them to make them a good team. It's not that they're a good team and that's why you're a fan, is what you're trying to say.
I mean, it is true that they are 19-2-2 when I'm in the building.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, they might have a better record in the building when you're not there, though.
What,
right?
No, because I've been to 4 road games. They're 4-0. And then no, it must be higher. It must be higher than 19-2-2. I think I'm better than that. I think I'm 20.
Yeah, you're selling yourself short here.
Yeah, you're right. I missed 1 home game. They won the home game. And then I've been to 4 road games, and they won all 4. So, yeah, I like to think that I'm the reason. Me and Ryan Carpenter.
So instead of having a rally monkey, they should just have a rally Ken, is what you're saying?
That's what I'm thinking. That might be – I'd buy one.
I mean, well, they sell Ken dolls. I don't know if you know that's a thing, like Barbie and Ken.
Oh, my God.
I think Lil Jon's
Yeah.
the reason they win all the time.
Oh, Lil Jon. Yeah. Do you know
He's
Lil Jon?
helpful. He's helpful. I met Little John in the locker room, and he said yeah to me, and I almost fainted.
Even a bigger question.
That's
Do you
a
know
true
Chance
story.
the Golden Gia Monster?
Absolutely, I know Chance the Gila Monster. I'm one of the fans of Chance the Gila Monster. I think they nailed that right on.
Oh,
Could
oh,
not be
God,
better.
no.
Talk about worst mascot in the league.
I know the Boofer's pretty bad.
Anyways, so what was the vibe when their goalies started dropping like flies in the beginning of the season, and then they go all the way down to their 3rd and 4th string goaltenders? Like, what was your thoughts on that? Like when that first happened, like were you like, here we go, we had this great start, and now we're gonna go downhill? I mean, I think everybody thought that, but somehow those Knights managed to stay afloat, man, and they are
I had
for
faith in
real.
Malcolm.
I had full faith in Max Gasse. No, absolutely not.
Oh, I think we lost him.
Oh.
Oh no! What just happened?
no. And yes, we could hear Jeff's music, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
I'm
Ken.
back.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Ken's back. All right, get out of here, Jeff.
Okay.
So weird. You started talking about Maxime Lagacé, and then the call got dropped, just like a puck in his glove.
Probably not a bad thing.
So
No, I thought they were going to be terrible. I thought they were still terrible. So, like, losing the goalies, I thought was just fast-forwarding the Rasmus Dahlin stakes. So I wasn't all that worried about it, to be honest. Now I look back, I'm like, oh, shit, I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, that's like the biggest storyline of the season. Is like, not only did they just survive, but they like took over first place with those bag of goalies. It was crazy.
Where do you guys come in on my belief that the Golden Knights have had the worst injury situation of any team in the NHL this season?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's been all goalies, right? Who else has been injured?
Yeah.
That's it. Just the goalies. But I think
Just the first, second, third, fourth.
Just the
goalies.
backbone of your
Exactly.
team. No big deal.
exactly. So you guys kind of agree.
Yes,
yeah.
without a doubt. Anytime you have a
Most people
19-year-old,
start screaming ducks at me.
What?
the Ducks are overrated. Don't get me started on the Ducks. please. Ducks are overrated. They suck. They're old. They're slow. Ryan Getzlaf and Corey
Could not
Perry.
agree more.
So,
What else? We also have the situation that happened with Shipachyov. That was interesting.
Oh God.
the saga.
Oh God.
The saga.
Can you get some insight on that whole situation then, from your point of view?
I still don't have any idea what happened. My best guess is that he showed up. He came to play the first couple of days. Gerard Gallant told him to play defense in Russian. He said "niet." Gallant hated him, and from there they basically, never really got along, and they tried to figure out what's the best way to get this guy to retire without us having to look like complete jackasses. I do not believe that they succeeded in that. They look like complete jackasses, but nonetheless, he's gone, and it's kind of just a loss of opportunity cost rather than anything else.
Right.
Hey, he was the biggest free agent signing that the Golden Knights had this offseason.
I mean, they did sign Oscar Dansk.
Dansk Revolution.
You know, they signed Brad Hunt.
Who? Is that part of your stellar defensive core?
Yes, he is. You're damn right he is.
Are you a fan of Brad Hunt?
He's easily my favorite player to talk to. Like, absolutely the nicest person I think I've ever met. Yeah, on the ice, he's not horrible. He's not great. He's not horrible. He does what he does, and if you have the puck on the other side of the red line, he's fine. But when he gets backed up in his own zone, it's not ideal.
He's solid.
He's also a veteran. Correct. And he literally has no problem with being healthy scratched. He just loves it. I remember the time when I was in LA. There you go. That too. I was in LA and he was so pumped about the popcorn in the press box at the Staples Center.
Is this breaking news? Are we breaking news right here?
It's possible.
Staples Center.
The popcorn there is phenomenal.
Is it Orville Redenbacher?
No, it is some sort of
Top secret?
special cheese and they have a cheese kind and then they have like a caramel kind drizzled with chocolate on it. It's
you know
stupendous.
Des loves food,
I have like
right?
7 bowls.
Yeah,
I'll go to the Staples.
I'm like the food,
eater.
Yeah, the food you know. Des is also from New York and gets DiGiorno though, so.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with the DiGiorno. Anyways.
It's like delivery.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. No, but so one of the biggest talks it seems like we have between all three of us on here whenever we're doing other episodes and we start talking about the Knights is James Neal. And
trade him.
Is that really?
Do you think that that's a possibility for those Knights is to trade James Neal?
Trade him?
Yeah. To possibly
I think it's absolutely a possibility.
Oh, I told you guys.
I personally wouldn't do it. Like, if it were me, because I honestly believe that they have as good a chance as anybody in the Western Conference to win the Cup. So absolutely. I don't understand why you would break that up. Right. However, I am well aware that if you can make some sort of a move where you can get rid of James Neal, you can bring in some assets and somehow find a way to bring in Alex Tuch 2.0, which is basically a guy that's on the periphery of coming to the NHL and then gets his breakthrough chance. I have full belief that if McPhee believes in the guy and Gallant gets a chance to get his hands on him, there's no reason why he can't fill in and be real good real quick. So I do think it's a possibility. My guess is they will trade him after they win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, is that a guarantee?
Or eliminated. I'll guarantee.
Yeah, you guarantee?
Yeah, I'll guarantee it.
Well, my whole thinking was before the season, because I was like you, I thought they were going to be a shit team. I was like, yeah, you can pick up James Neal for 1 year, trim at the deadline, get more assets to build for the future, because that's pretty much what you want to do when you're an expansion team, or at least what you used to want to do when you're an expansion team. But now with the new rules and everything, I guess apparently you could just build a dynasty in the first year. So whatever. So
I'm perfectly fine with that.
The Golden Knights are the best 1 year dynasty in the NHL. True or false?
Half year? Oh, no question. Easily.
Half year dynasty. Yeah.
Half year dynasty. Should I make some shirts that say hashtag half year dynasty?
We got shirts coming that say Cup and One on them.
Click up.
Cup and One.
Vancouver Canucks have a shirt that says 2 Sedins, no cups.
I actually made a bet with a Vancouver website that whichever team had more points, the other would have to wear a shirt of their site and like be mocked all day. So I'm gonna have to.
I think you're in pretty
Canuck
good shape.
Army, I think it's called. Yeah, I think Canuck Army. So keep your eyes on Canuck Army.
I
hope they wear shirts that I already have in stock.
Yeah, they don't need help embarrassing themselves or Canucks fans. Come on.
It's a good point. Well, I feel like we could embarrass them more though.
I say you just make them wear that shirt that says "Two Sedinus, no cups"
I don't mind that plan.
with the big Golden Knights logo on the front or something. Anyways, I don't know if you ever listened to any of our shows before. Probably not. But we sometimes play this game with guests. It's called Sign, Cut, and Trade. It's kind of like that game, like Marry, Kill, Fuck. You've heard of that game before?
Which one, Rob?
I'm very good at that game.
Okay, well, this one's Sign, Cut, and Trade. So I'm going to give you 3 players, and you got to sign one, cut one, and trade one. So I'm going to do the Golden Knights version. I'm going to say David Perron, James Neal, and Derek England.
Oh.
Oof.
It's a little tricky, isn't it?
Well, now I'm gonna look mean because Derek England literally just got signed like 4 hours before we did this.
Breaking news. We're breaking news right here.
My answer to that is sign Perron, trade Neal, cut England. But when I cut him, I give him a job as something in the organization where they pay him to do nothing.
And a kiss.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
You're going to kiss him too?
Yeah.
Oh, I
forehead,
get.
cheek,
I'll do it. I'll do that. That's fine.
Where are you going to kiss him? Forehead, cheek, lips?
On the forehead and say, "That'll do, pig."
Boy.
That'll do.
You'd rather sign David Perron than sign Derek England, even though Derek England's a Las Vegas part of the nucleus, the core.
Yes.
They're all part of the nucleus.
David Perron sucks.
I
Disagree.
like Perrin a lot.
David Perron's never won anything in his life, except for an ugly contest.
David Perron's never been a Golden Knight before.
He's in the NHL, so he's won a little bit.
He's won the hearts of thousands, if not tens of thousands. But for reals, I'm pretty sure let's get back to serious talks about trading James Neal, because I'm glad that you agree with me that it's likely, if not more than likely.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't agree with you.
You don't think they're going to
It's
trade him?
possible.
It's possible.
I do not. I think they're going to hang on to him. I think that they are in a spot where they believe that they can possibly win, and he's worth renting for whatever the cost would have been that you would have gotten.
But do you think they're going to be buyers at the trade deadline, or do you think they're going to stand pat?
I think they're just going to sit.
Yeah, because if I'm the Golden Knights, there's no way I give up any of my younger talent or future assets to try and bring somebody in to win this year. Because if you're going to win this year, you're going to do it with the guys that have won so many games for you already. That's just be pointless to pick up like a superstar that they think they need.
Right. You wouldn't break that up
agree.
at all. You wouldn't break that up. Like, they're totally fine the way they are, obviously. I mean, their record right now is in 42 games, 29, 10, and 3 or something along those lines. You know, dude, like, yeah, I can't, like, I could see them doing it, but I don't think they will. I don't think they will either.
Okay.
But
sorry, Rob.
I still think you trade James Neal because he is not as big of a part of the team as they probably expected at the beginning of the season when he was scoring in like every game that they played for the first 5 games. I think now it's kind of a little bit more balanced out and you could easily replace him. So if, like, let's say the Pittsburgh Penguins want to trade you for him and they'll give you some future assets, some draft picks.
Sidney Crosby.
Probably not Sidney Crosby.
And Malkin.
If the Penguins are going to give you like a second-round pick for James Neal at the trade deadline, they're going to offer to you. Would you accept it, Ken?
Absolutely not. Not for a second-round pick.
no.
Second-round pick plus some prospects.
Are one of them ready to play now?
I would say one of them is not as ready as some of the guys that you already have in the AHL.
Then no dice.
So you'd only look for a swap where you could plug him in James Neal's spot in the NHL?
I don't necessarily need to fill James
Well,
Neal's role, but I need a player that I need someone who I can reasonably say can be Alex Tuck.
Can Alex Tuck be Alex Tuck?
Yes.
Oh, I like your chances then. What about just curious, do you own a jersey?
I do.
Does it have somebody's name on it?
Little John.
It does not.
It doesn't have
It does not. No, I will.
It is.
I will not put a name on him.
Never.
Probably not. No.
What if Jason Zucker joins the team?
Oh, I would take Jason Zucker.
He's the only one that is #Vegas born. So
This is true.
would you name Jason Zucker captain?
I would not.
Who would you name anyone captain next year? Or who would the first captain be in your eyes?
Are they winning the cup this year or no?
No, of course not. They're the same division as the LA Kings. Come on.
I think the captain is eventually going to be Tuck, and I think that if they name one prior to when Tuck is ready, which would probably be 2 years down the road, I think Perron's the one who would be it.
I would hate the Golden Knights forever if David Perron is their first captain in team history. That would stop me from being a Golden Knights fan forever.
What do you have against Perron?
I just don't like him.
Why?
I don't know. He reminds me of Corey Perry too much, except less skilled.
I think he's pretty skilled. He's good 2 ways. He can score when he wants.
Okay, I don't like him.
He's got hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no reason. I just don't like him.
I mean, nobody
same
likes Corey Perry.
Same reason why Dez doesn't like Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dez is an idiot for that, but
Ken, how do you feel about Sidney Crosby?
I could take it or leave it.
How do you feel about Sidney Crosby on the Golden Knights?
I'd probably accept that deal.
I'll trade you Vadim Shipachyov for Sidney Crosby.
I'll pass. I still got high hopes.
for Vadim Shipachyov?
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Oh, going back to the jersey situation, have you ever seen anyone with a Shipachyov jersey?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
Do you ever laugh at them?
Here's the thing. I still like Shipachyov because I think he could have been good. I don't think they gave him a chance, and then they kind of just dealt with him in a way that was trying to make him go back to Russia, and then so be it. Then he wound up doing it. So I'm not saying that he's the baby that everybody says he is. Like, that was bullshit what they did to him. Mm-hmm. They told him you're not on the roster to start the season, and then while he's in Vegas, they don't even allow him to be a part of the opening night thing where they're honoring all the first responders and whatnot. So that was bullshit. Then they send him to the AHL and tell him, don't worry about it. We're not really all that worried about you going. And then they change their mind in the middle of it and say, no, we need you to get better. You're not good at hockey. You're the worst center on the team. It's like, well, wait a minute. How did this all happen in 5 seconds? Like, how was this a numbers game 3 days ago and now all of a sudden it's not? I think they did him wrong, and I think that, he could have been a valuable asset whether he was playing on the Golden Knights or not.
Right.
But now we'll never know because I don't think he'll ever play in the NHL again because that kind of ruined his experience.
I would agree with that.
yeah.
Did he make the Olympic roster? Do we know yet?
I think they've announced.
Did Russia announce yet? No.
No.
Aren't they banned?
Well, he's not an NHL player anymore. Are you talking about?
No, but Russia. Yeah, Russia's banned.
Russia?
I think from the Olympics this year, or this last time. Like as a whole country, I believe.
Really? Hold on a second.
So.
I haven't heard about this.
Well, that doesn't read many books.
Dez doesn't know how to read, so.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
I didn't know. I thought it was just like some of their Olympic teams couldn't go. I didn't know it was the whole country.
It's because some like steroid stuff.
Well, isn't there a documentary on Netflix that says like any Olympic athlete ever has won? I don't know. I never watched the documentary.
So it says Russia's Olympic team has been barred from the 2018 Winter Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea. The country's government officials are forbidden to attend. Its flag will not be displayed at the opening ceremony. Its anthem will not sound. Any athletes from Russia who receive special dispensation to compete will do so as individuals wearing a neutral uniform, and the official record books will forever show that Russia won 0 medals.
Damn, I'm going for team neutral then in the hockey.
Yeah, is there going to be a team neutral that
they're going to be stacked?
They just wear like gray colored jerseys.
They're going to be stacked.
It doesn't say why though. Let's see.
Oh, so never mind.
Oh
Dumb
wait,
question.
so speaking of jerseys, did
Oh, all right. I guess we're done talking about that topic.
10 minutes ago. I just had a thought.
I just had a thought. So
That's a first.
Ken, did you like it when the Knights had the white accent on their on their gloves, and then they changed it to
Oh,
the
well, their away jerseys are.
yeah, they were like
Talking about the
ugly at
gloves?
first, but
Well, I thought they were gonna wear white gloves the whole season, like at home and away, because they wanted it to look like the golden, or not the golden, the Black Knights, whatever dress code. They wear white gloves. Not
Right.
Army. So
oh,
I thought,
is that why they were doing that originally?
yeah. It's because Bill Foley. How do you feel about Bill Foley?
The
Don't
best.
worry, he's
How
not
about Nick
listening.
Foley?
Don't worry.
He's the best.
So, what was your question, Des, about white gloves?
I don't
No,
even know
no,
what
I
it is.
just, I was just.
How do you feel about the color white?
I feel like that's a loaded question.
Especially on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Wow.
Ah, holy shit. Okay.
Oh.
Anyways, so moving
Anyways, so talking about jerseys.
on. Talking about jerseys. How do you feel about New Jersey? Awkward. And Nico Hirschema or whatever. his name.
Nico Hiroshima.
It's he sheer. Fuck.
All right. This
Anyways,
got way off
Right.
track. Way to go,
Yeah.
Des.
sorry. No, it was fine.
Speaking of jerseys, how many Reed Duke jerseys do you see? Because I've seen like
You'd
three.
be surprised.
I've seen
You
like three.
do
or four.
actually see some. Yeah.
What about Cody Glass?
No Cody Glass
I've
jerseys.
never seen a Cody Glass jersey.
Cody Glass is my favorite player of all time already.
Why is that?
I'm just a big fan. I don't know. I was hoping that in 2 or 3 years that they finally just call him up and he like breaks out and he's gonna be like a superstar and he's the first captain in Golden Knights history. That's my dream.
I'd be fine with that.
Or Drew Doughty signs as free agent and he's the captain and wins 6 Stanley Cups in Vegas. I'd be fine with that too.
I'd probably be fine with that too. Yeah.
I'll only be a Golden Knights fan if Drew Doughty signs here. I'm saying it right now.
Well, he'll win the Norris this year, so.
Maybe
Doughty?
he will. He seems like a little party type, huh?
What are we
Yeah, I don't
talking
know
about
that he would
exactly?
fit.
You don't think Drew Doughty fit on the Golden Knights?
I don't think his personality would fit. I think he's a bit of a wild man.
Yeah, but this is in 2 years or after next year when his contract's up, so he might calm down by then. You don't think?
Yeah,
You
I
mean-
doubt it, but I wouldn't be opposed to signing Drew Doughty. I would probably make an exception.
What about Eric Carlson? Do you think he's going to get traded this year? Just curious.
I do not think he's going to get traded.
Ever?
No, I think they will eventually, but I don't think
He's
it'll
got
happen
paid
this year.
25 seasons in Vegas.
Yeah,
Well, because I heard some rumors of some of your fellow Golden Knights fans in the Golden Knights clique. I don't know if you remember that on
Click
Facebook.
up.
Hashtag
I'm
click
in the
up.
click.
Are you in the clique? Do you click up?
Yeah, I think so. I do.
So you read the rumors around there that people are talking about trading for Eric Carlson and Evander Kane?
Yeah, it's unlikely. I just don't think that they could make a package that would work for both teams. They'd have to give up
Too much.
multiple of the first round picks that they've given. They'd have to probably give up Tucker Theodore. They'd probably have to give up future picks. Like
Not worth it.
I don't know. It's probably. I mean, it's hard to say it's not worth it because the dude's awesome, but
No, he sucks.
I just don't
Everybody
see it
sucks.
happening.
Shut up, Rob.
Everybody sucks. Yeah,
Carlson
except
sucks.
for
Crosby
Vadim.
sucks. Drew Doughty's awesome. Go play.
There's only 10. There's only Cody Glass.
There's 12 great players in the league, and 10 of them are on the Kings. So
Who are the other two? Cody Glass and Malcolm Subban.
I like Malcolm Subban. He's pretty good. He's a future of the Golden Knights.
Who are the other two players then, Rob?
Malcolm Subban and Cody Glass.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Anyways, is that about
So talking about jerseys.
Yeah. So talking about white gloves and jerseys and stuff. I know we were talking about 20 minutes ago, but did you guys hear that Russia's not allowed in the Olympics? Ken, are you going to go to the
Hi.
Olympics?
Probably not.
You don't have a press pass for that?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You could probably work on it. I'm sure they'll. I'm sure you get in with McPhee. He knows somebody.
Yeah. No, he doesn't like me.
George McPhee doesn't like you. Is there a story behind this?
No. No, necessarily. Not necessarily a story. He just doesn't like me. It's fine.
Is there more than one person that doesn't like you?
There's plenty.
What about Lil Jon? You said something about Lil Jon earlier. Did you have a story about that?
No. Little John
secret.
is no. I mean, he came into the locker room after one of the games, and I heard him he was talking to James Neal, and he was telling James Neal that he's been to 2 games and they won the game 7-0 and 5-2. So I said to him, "You need to come more often." And he goes, "Yeah." That was the entire
okay.
Yeah, I should have.
And then Malcolm Subban was in the other room, and he said, "What?"
Did you tell him that "Yeah" by Usher, Lil Jon, and Ludacris is my favorite song?
I did tell him that.
I don't think Ken knew you then. So
No, I told him that though.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did? What did he
I bet.
say?
I did.
Okay.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Did you address him did you just call him Little John? Did you say
Or
Mr. John? Mr.
Or
Little? Would you?
Mr. John? Yeah.
You call him Mr. John?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
Yes.
John.
Correct.
Wow, that's official. Any other celebrities you met there, like Flavor Flav or anything?
Who's the DJ? The Aoki, Steve Aoki,
Steve Aoki.
Steve Aoki is pretty cool.
and
You met him too?
Bryce
I've met Steve
Harper,
Aoki before. Oh.
Bryce Harper?
Went to high school with Bryce Harper.
and the Dean
Chris Ryan?
Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose. How do you feel about him? Can he beat you
I
up? Or
can't stand wrestling, but
Can't stand wrestling.
Me neither.
What about John Cena?
Oh yeah.
Any
Oh.
opinions?
I'll
What
pass.
about Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Yeah, Mr. President, you could call him.
He's a fine
I
actor.
call him Daddy.
Whoa, that's.
Anyways,
Is there a Gucci row at the T-Mobile like there is at Thomas and Mack for the UNLV basketball games
Nah, not really. Not yet. There will be for the playoffs, though.
for the playoffs? They have them reserved. Or
It's
is
a
it
Gucci row.
Gucci row is like is courtside seats for the UNLV basketball games. That's where Bryce Harper sits when he goes there, or when he went there when they were good once.
I remember when I knew Bryce Harper.
Man, look where Bryce Harper is today, and look where you are today.
Yeah, I know.
You're interviewing a guy that met Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper's about as smart as Dez.
Oh, shots fired at Bryce Harper.
All right.
yeah.
Anyways, oh well.
Anyways, I think
This
that's
isn't a
pretty
baseball
much.
podcast.
Yeah, no, baseball, wrestling, no, nothing like that.
It could be a
Um,
wrestling podcast. It was
no,
a flat Earth
it's not.
podcast for a minute.
Yeah, because of you.
Flat Earth, true or false, Ken? Are you
I'll
really,
go false.
what about Hollow Earth?
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Here's
never
an
heard of-
important question.
No. Ken's never heard of Hollow Earth. Have you guys heard of Hollow Earth?
Yeah,
No.
it's like an egg.
Yeah,
What?
well, there's like at the North Pole, there's like a hole in the Earth. Like, look it up. Every NASA picture, there's like a dark circle on the North Pole.
Dez doesn't look at NASA pictures.
That's all CGI.
Is that where they
Fake
filmed 300?
Yeah.
Yes, right on the North
And
Pole.
it's also the Sarlacc pit on Tatooine as well.
Right.
Every major movie plot that had some sort of hole in it,
What about holes with Shia LaBeouf?
like One Night in Paris,
Whoa.
like holes. Yeah, exactly.
So that's pretty much wraps
Tremors
it up. Though,
filmed there too.
you know?
Is there any
That's great.
insight leading into the future for the Golden Knights you give us, Ken? Little spoilers.
They're winning the Stanley Cup.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Damn. What, did you talk to Gary Bettman?
He doesn't know. He
Or
doesn't
Pierre.
know
He
anything.
doesn't know.
He
He
doesn't know anything.
doesn't know.
Do you know
He'll
Pierre
find out.
McGuire?
I have never met Pierre McGuire. No.
R.I.P.
He's not dead. Does have cancer though. So that's kind
He had
of
like prostate cancer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's fucked up, Dunk.
should say R.I.P.
Is it too late? Is it too soon to joke about that kind of stuff?
It's up to Ken. Whatever Ken says.
No, that's fucked up.
All right.
I'm gonna put an end to this right now. So
Well, remember when we talked about hockey? That was cool.
We can't end it on a prostate cancer conversation. We have to have one more conversation to end this thing on.
Well, he tried to end it on the Golden Knights were winning the Stanley Cup, and then you guys kind of ruined that.
If we're talking about prostate cancer, it's a real shitty conversation.
Okay, so Ken, how do you feel about white gloves?
Oh my God. So
they're fine. They're good. I like it.
Are they better than the Golden Seals white skates?
Yeah.
Nothing better than white skates.
So, Robbie said the LA Kings are going to win the Stanley Cup, and I'm not sure if he was just being like,
playoffs
biased.
are a whole different story.
Wrong.
I'll see the
But just being
playoffs.
wrong.
Ken.
He's just being wrong.
You want to make a wager for the playoffs of the Golden Knights play the Kings?
All right, I'm in. What are we wagering?
I don't. This is only if they match up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, head to head. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? I'll click up if you want.
I don't know. Come up with something.
I'm not that smart. Hold on.
He'll message you on Twitter when he's ready.
I don't know. I don't want to leave. I
Slide
want
into the DMs with a good wager.
Hey, remember me? Wink, wink. Wager me this.
So
I don't know. It sounded good at the time, but now I can't think of anything. So now it's starting to sound real lame.
yeah. So Ken, do you want to plug your stuff here for us and our listeners?
They'll figure it out.
You want to plug
type
your
in
stuff?
Golden Knights. Type in Sinbin. Whatever. You'll figure it out.
Plugging shit.
What's your Twitter
Still talking
handle?
about prostate cancer?
At sin.bin Vegas or something?
Sinbin Vegas.
Sinbin Vegas.
Sinbin Vegas.
So go follow them, Ken, and it's your other friend too, right? With you?
Yeah. He's got long hair and he's real short. It's kind of girly looking.
Oh, it sounds like a cool guy.
So
yeah, not really.
Okay, so he's
hopefully he doesn't listen to this. No.
No, he won't. Don't worry. Even if he does, he knows my feelings.
Cool. Well, yeah. So thank you, Ken, for taking your time out of your day, coming on here and discussing VGK talk here with myself, Robbie, and Dunk. So
I had fun, Ken.
Anytime, fellas.
Rally Kens. Remember, Rally Ken dolls for the team.
Click up.
Yes.
Rally Ken dolls. # click up.
So if Vegas and LA plays each other in the playoffs, we should totally have you on here again, and we can hash it out.
Yeah. There we go. We'll figure it out then. To be
Come up
determined.
with the wager. All right.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right.
Cool. All right. Well, again, thank you for coming on, man, and we will catch you later.
You got it. See you guys.
Thanks, man. See you.
See you again.
You guys want Jeff to make an appearance?
So that was Ken from Sinbin Vegas, guys. Hope everybody enjoyed the info he gave us, and the discussion.
You ain't fucking worth our click.
So, do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Click, boom, bitches.
All right, and
go Knights, go. I mean, go Kings, go. Shit. Fuck. God
go
damn
Kings,
it.
go.
God damn it. Chance the Golden Gia monster.
All right.
Any last words, Dunk?
Bye.
See ya.
See you next Tuesday.